they're all a little touchy.
All right, you. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum. Hey everybody! Hello, hello, hello! We are Dungeon Crate Live today. Finally, finally, we've been having some issues going on here with our OBS system, so it's kind of hard to get some audio running. And you guys always know that yes, we have some very interesting technical difficulties that we love to share with everyone. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So in the meantime, let's see here. I'm going to change this graphic here. We have got a special guest on the line today. Let me see how many people. Hey, we got a bunch of people on now. Looks like they were waiting for us. Jared from Dragons and Things. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, how is things in Dungeon Crate Central?
Ooh, DCHQ. Yes, yes. Things are good, man. We're just kind of gearing up for the end of the week. Gearing up for our May crate. Or April? Yes, our May crate. So, and you're in California right now, right?
Yeah, we're Los Angeles.
Woohoo! All right, let me see here. Oh, there's the DAT. Boom. Oh, and overlay logo. Boom. There we go. Got your Dragons and Things logo right up on our OBS. Oh, over there on the OBS. So, all right, we're going to share this real quick. And I suggest that you guys do too, if you can. Share our live on your page. If you share it to a group, make sure that you ask for permission first before you do that. But we're going to get into it here. We're going to talk to Jared about Dragons and Things, talk about our May crate, talk about what's going on. I'm not going to talk about some technical difficulties whatsoever. Otherwise, you'd see Jared's pretty face here. But unfortunately, you don't get to now. So let's see here. We're going to go
That
ahead.
that's quite all right. I worked really late last night,
Did
so
you really? Oh, yes, always. Okay, so once again, if you're new to Dungeon Crate or to the Dungeon Crate Live, we've got our coffee rolling here, and any comments that happen, if you give us a comment on here, even if it's after the live broadcast, well, then you will be in the running for a prize. And this week's prize, we've got the Abraxas dice we're going to give away today to a lucky winner that I've picked already, and we will have another prize going on today. I'll show you that here real shortly. I'm going to go ahead and share our live thing here. And if you guys have any questions for Jared too, make sure you mention that to us here on our comments. Let me see here. We're going to share this to. Wait, share on a page. Here we go. Stop. I have lag. I have lag. How's everybody doing today? Let's see who is on. Boom. Boom. All right. Who's on today? It'd be nice if I could actually see who's on, but my computer says, shut up. All right, Mike. Let's see here. Nils is on. Hannah is on. Nick and Brian and Curtis, good to see you guys. Hey, Stephanie, what's going on? Oh, Robert McGill is on. Everybody's getting coffee. Hopefully, you guys have. What are you drinking this morning, Jared?
I'm actually drinking a Diet Coke. Coffee is reserved for late nights for me.
Oh, really? Late
Soda
night?
soda is my morning drink, which is a bizarre twist.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
that's probably okay too. It's less acidic on your stomach, I suppose.
that's kind of what it is.
You know. Oh, let's do this. I'm gonna open up pages here. We're gonna monitor here so I can see all you guys' comments and what's happening. Boom! Already got a bunch of comments going on here. Come on. Go, 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 go. And also, Jared, too, if you're watching, you can feel free to comment back on here. Let's see if I can pull this up.
Yeah, I got the chat open here. Looks like there's a couple Dat fam in the chat there.
Really?
I got
Nice.
Tobias.
Oh,
Tobias is there. Sarah's there. Good people.
good people. So, yeah. So, first off, I'm really trying to find everybody's words here. My video is frozen up. Oh, and I see some. Why is my video frozen? Is my video frozen up on your end?
It's not frozen. It lags a little bit, but that's probably the OBS trying
Really?
to push through a bit rate that Facebook doesn't like.
I got 31 frames at least. No, I'm totally frozen on my other live. Oh boy. All right. Yay! Fun stuff for live. Boy, it just never changes. I am debating probably not doing this anymore. Depending, if everybody wants me to, I will. But this is pissing me off to no end. I really want to just offer a good live show for everybody, and unfortunately, every single time we try and do this, there's always something going on. So I'm not sure how we're gonna be able to do this in the future. We'll find out. But hey, I am glad we at least have your voice on the show today.
Well, I
Yay!
am glad to be here. I like Dungeon Crate, and I've gotten quite a few little trinkets out of there that I have on my desk.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Well, I hope you get some awesome stuff and not just trinkets. Trinkets.
I mean, the
Trinkets. My
I've used
least favorite word of all.
well, I've used some of the supplemental stuff, the adventures, to supplement my own games, which was nice.
Oh, really? Right on. Well, let's
And then
when you're talking about your own games, let's talk about like how you got started with this, what your role is in Dragons and Things for those that have not watched the show or know anything about it, and then yeah, let's give a little background on you, Jared. Let's do that right now.
okay, well let me start with the show. Dragons and Things is a live play Pathfinder game. We're every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch. Uh, we it started, oh god, several years ago. Adam Rady and James Rodehaver
Ah,
decided to create a fantasy web series called Walking in Circles, which is the precursor to all this nonsense. Um, we followed the adventures of Crag the Barbarian and his merry band of misfits. Basically, picture the group of people you don't want to take into an adventure with you.
oh, really?
So these are the people that go on the quest throughout the web series. We did 2 seasons of the web series. A little time passed, and we decided we wanted to continue it somehow. Then the opportunity came up for us to do Dragons and Stuff,
Hmm.
partnered with Vision Entertainment and HD Films.
Yeah.
So they did Dragons and Stuff, which was a continuation, not necessarily continuation, but a same universe, maybe an alternate storyline
Hmm.
within the world where the same actors played their characters on the Twitch live stream, which was a great way to continue to engage with our fan base and round out this world, make it more rich.
Right, right.
Long story short, the studio that was producing Dragons and Stuff decided not to continue, so we then decided to do Dragons and Things, and which is essentially the same show, the same story, but completely independent. And a huge shout out to our fans because they, within the course of 2 weeks, we went from no show at all to first live. Our
Really?
fans and hit our Patreon account, and they were sending us equipment to get things up and going, and we jumped into our lead Crag, our lead barbarian's garage, and he let us displace he and his family to take over and kind of build our own little studio there.
Oh, nice.
That was about 2 years ago, so we've been continuing Dragons and Things since. I came on board with Dragons and Things. I was the cinematographer for the Walking in Circles web series.
Oh, so you
I
came
was,
on when they started Dragons and Things, not Dragons and Stuff, or that was
right,
you were part of
right.
the
I was there for Walking in Circles, and
cool.
then I wasn't involved with Dragons and Things or I'm sorry, Dragons and Stuff.
Stuff,
And then
right?
they were like, hey, we need some help because we're doing this, on our own. I was like, well, here's what I can bring. I can bring some cameras, some lighting, and whatnot. So I came in to help produce and uh, technically make sure the show happened. And then since I was there, I get to play
Woohoo!
Mug, everyone's favorite dwarf druid.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so it's and I get to tag along on adventures occasionally, and it's
Sweet.
fun.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Dragons and Stuff. We worked with them a couple years ago, definitely. Again, like kind of like what we're working with you today. Uh, but yeah, so I'm also looking forward to. I booked my flight to LA. I'm gonna come out and see you.
Yeah, what's that? That's the week of May 17th, right?
Right. Yeah, I'll be flying in
When
on
you're out there?
Thursday night, and then you guys do the recordings and everything on Fridays. I heard
Yeah, we Fridays at 6 p.m.
at 6 p.m. Oh, I'm gonna have all day Friday
We usually go
in
three to
Cali.
four-ish hours.
Sweet. Hmm.
Jim Rodehaver, GM Jim Jam, is
Yes.
our weaver of tapestries in this adventure.
He's also the
Uh,
weaver of our adventures for the past couple of months, and what
yeah, he
more in
was.
the trilogy? They're awesome. Everybody on our staff is loving the writing as well. So he is right there. It's awesome.
Well, I know he's had a blast writing it because we've been talking about it nonstop for a while now.
Yeah, and he said this was his first time getting something like this published.
Getting a straight up written adventure published. Yeah,
Right.
I mean
Wow.
he's written things before, but this is the first one. It's like it's all formatted nice and neat and put together and widely distributed, which is awesome.
Yeah, and the best part about it for us is that we have been serving. We've been basically started doing just fifth edition because that's what we all play. So we've been writing these modules as fifth edition, and you can convert them. Now, if you guys haven't gotten Dungeon Crate, what we're doing is we are working with James for our first prototype Pathfinder and fifth edition modules. And again, it's one of those modules where it goes together. One side is half of it is fifth edition. You turn it over, it's got a new cover, and it's got the entire Pathfinder version on the second half. So you don't have to do any conversions anymore, and it looks cool. We've got two covers, and we keep Matt even more busy, our artist. So, so yeah, I'm very happy to add James to our staff of writers. We've got Kevin Coffey, who's been writing for us for a while, and so Floyd, who even comes with his own warning on his adventures. So yes, and it looks like James has a completely different, new, fresh take on a few things with this past trilogy that we haven't really touched on before. And again, we're still blowing up our world of Halcyon, so that's awesome.
Yeah, Jim is and no shade on my previous GMs and DMs, but Jim is a step above. And when at first when I was just producing and teching the show,
Yeah,
I was bummed because basically I sat in the corner while all my friends played the game,
yeah. I was
and I was like,
wondering. I didn't see
I
you.
was like, this is extremely frustrating. But Jim let me get in, and he let me get in with a character that I've always wanted to play for a long time. So, and I'm used to playing in Jim's games. So to be able to actually get back into it, it's amazing because with the advent of the Dragons and Things show,
Hmm.
our kind of weekly games kind of went away because when you live, breathe, and sleep tabletop RPGs and you do one as a show, you kind of have to take a step back elsewhere. Also,
Yeah.
Chad is calling me out. GM Jim Jam's technical name is Evil Jim Jam.
Evil. Yes.
I wanted to be nice because I'm on the show this Friday, so and
Oh,
he just took out some of my companions. So
that's what I heard. Yeah, you had some. Oh yeah, we were trying to get something fun into this next crate to celebrate that, but we'll just say that not the entire party died, so that'll be coming up. That's awesome. Yeah, so I mean, you playing. Did you used to? So the format of the show is laid out so that everybody can see everybody and all the players. I've got a separate camera up there and a separate screen for Evil Jim, and then So is that how you would normally play? I mean, was this a different way of playing? Because I'll tell you right now, I don't necessarily watch. Actually, I don't watch live play at all. I've seen your show, but I don't watch live play. bores the crap out of me.
Yeah,
I
and
like to
that's
play it.
completely valid.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's just not my thing. I'm kind of an OG player, so I like the tabletop like around. And even if we have one Roll20 stream that we do, but the other one that we have that I'm in, I'm like, oh no, I don't want that streamed at all. I don't want to have to put on a thing for anybody. If I want to be in pantless, I'm going to be. But was it weird to get into that style of play or the way it is, or is that totally natural in the way you guys have always played?
I mean, it's natural in that everyone's in the same room together.
Hmm. Hmm.
We've never done a people split and webcammed in or Roll20 or Tailspired or any of those things. We usually are around the same table. Our games we tend to use minis and maps a little more
Yeah,
than,
yeah.
but we decided early on that that would just take away from the stream show. And one of the things we wanted to do with stuff was separate ourselves. Like what makes us individual from all the other live streams out there? Like why? Like what makes us different from Critical Role?
Right.
Uh, so we had what we called the action cam, which was really cool because we took all the actors, put them in costume, and we got fans to send in pictures, and we shot all these people on green screen, and then our editor would go through and make these video assets. So we're walking through when the party's walking through the forest. We show a little forest in the window. When
Nice.
Barbarian runs in with his hammer, you physically see him run in and swing with his hammer. So that was a nice little aspect. Unfortunately, we lost that because of the time investment when we went indie.
Hmm.
But now we have we maintained that single bar with all the couch and with our GM in the middle there. And
Yeah.
the thing that we get commented on the most is how our eye lines actually work. That's one of the biggest things that we get away. Like people actually believe they're in the same room versus a lot of other shows where there's like
Yeah.
multiple windows for people and stuff. So
Yeah.
like
That was a thing that I noticed too, and that's also hard when you're so even this, I'm looking at my monitor, my screen here, the camera's just slightly up, so I have to look directly into it, and that way I can, you kind of touch base with people that are watching as well. But otherwise, it is kind of it's interesting when also seen them set it up to where they've got multiple cameras, multiple players in different boxes, but they're all in the same room as well. I like the tabletop view when you come down. I especially like being at your Twitch thing, and I'm sure they do this on other shows possibly. I don't know, but where you can pledge to give a bonus or
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. That's a great
We,
idea.
we're I know other shows do. I call it the bit effect. What other shows do where uh, viewers can cheer bits or donate money to make crazy things happen. Sarah in chat is one of our biggest wild magic creators, which actually inadvertently caused a near death a couple episodes.
Oh
um,
no.
but what we also do that's different is that we feed the chat not straight, but we curate the chat that goes directly in front of the players. So
Oh
like
really?
when there's a lull, we'll call out and make comments, and it's chatting directly with and engaging directly with the fans.
That's
So
awesome.
like our chat window, our players and GM see it and
Right.
can respond, which is nice.
What what have you brought to the table when you first got on with these guys that maybe they weren't doing at first but was part of your skill set?
I mean, I came in. They were like I said, Dragons and Stuff was a very well produced show, and I not to take anything away from that. I like Dragons and Things because we got to be a little more. Uh, we didn't have to follow the hierarchy of the studio people.
Right.
Like so, one of the best additions I like is we have an old CRT TV in the background that we call them episodes of Walking in Circles on, which is a fun nod. Like if we're fighting werewolves or something, we'll put the Underworld episode of Walking in Circles on it, and
Oh,
it's just in the background
yeah, yeah.
and stuff like that. I think our lighting is a lot better. I think our set design is a lot better.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know. It's just an interesting. If you go back and watch our first episodes compared to now, even on just things, you can watch a evolution of quality come, and
Right,
that's
right.
that's something that I'm personally proud of.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure that lighting and audio and all that, all the technical aspects of it, and once they line up, it's awesome. I would
Yeah,
know.
and
I would know because my technical aspects never line up.
oh, you'd be surprised how many gremlins we have.
Oh God, I know.
We we actually had a technical difficulty screen made,
Really?
just because sometimes it sounds like we're underwater, or sometimes some of the cameras just freeze,
Yeah.
and there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just what happens. So that's one of the struggles of being indie,
Mm.
which is a fun thing.
Well, I hope maybe when I come out, we can chat a little bit about tech or bitch about technical stuff. I want you guys to be in our commercial. I want you guys to help produce it. Can I throw money at you and make a commercial with Dungeon Crate and Dragons and things?
That is absolutely a thing
Because
that we do.
I want to dress up. I have a whole idea. I have a great thing. We've never had we've got all these trailers that Matt produces, which is fantastic for each of the adventures, and I love those things. I really want to produce a trailer, but or an actual commercial. That would be really fun if we could at least get something when we come out there. We got to have a little bit of fun. We'll have some time, hopefully.
I mean, I know it's something that we do as a production company. Like we've done some commercials. I think we've done 4 commercials for Sirenscape,
Yeah,
the tabletop audio.
yeah, I love
We've
that.
done 2 or 3 commercials for Paizo. Most recently, the announcement of their Starfinder
I
PO
love that.
box.
That was a great one. That's why I was like, holy shit, how are they doing that? Who built that set?
Well,
God.
so that we actually lucked into that set where I have my production studio. Uh,
Is that your office? That's really your
uh,
office, isn't it? You have your office just
someone
kick ass.
there there are several companies in that building, and one of them had a standing spaceship set. So when the opportunity presented itself, we were like, "Well, Paizo, we could shoot on a spaceship," and they were like, "Yes." So
Yeah, that was fantastic. That was a really cool commercial. I dug it. And now I'm like, oh man, oh, I want my own spaceship too. I have my own dungeon, so I guess I shouldn't really
I
complain.
mean, that's
But
pretty rad.
yeah, and
That's,
I just bought the book of I bought the in fact it's over there the core book for Starfinder. Yes, Starfinder, which I would hope to I really want to play soon. So
yeah,
hmm.
Starfinder's a lot of fun. We've played a little bit at conventions
Hmm.
with the Paizo people. They were not ready for myself and Quigley.
Really?
We
How,
threw them
how
for
so?
a loop. Well, the goal was to like track down a criminal. So we get to this planet, and Ben and I are just like, I got an idea. He's like, what? I was like, I open a law office, and he's like, all right, I open a bounty hunter thing, a bail bonds thing. So we
All right.
basically set up shop, let him come to us, and the GM just looks at us like, there's not
Eh.
there's not precedent for this.
Yeah, what are you doing? has
But that
has Jim ever TPK'd you guys?
Jim has not done a TPK. I'm thinking in our regular games or whatever. He's not done a TPK. He's done absolute Ks. I remember he
Ooh.
stepped on me with a dragon and killed me.
Hmm.
Uh, I've drowned in the sewer.
Oh.
And Jim is not afraid to kill a player. That is for sure. Now
Right.
that said, he won't aggressively like, aha, we're starting and I'm gonna murder you. He is, if anything, he's a slave to story in that he crafts things so well that any deaths that happen
Right.
enhance the story.
Right. Right. Oh, that's good though. That's that's one of the biggest things for role playing with me right now is not really right now, but I always like to have a DM that will. I think you should always be scared that your player's gonna that your character's gonna die, and it just seems like a lot of times it is.
I
Uh,
mean, it's what the dice say. The dice dictate
kind of.
the
Kind of. I think the DM dictates the outcomes. But I mean, the thing is that you are a lot of times the DMs won't really go that far. They're always like, or just I don't know. I just haven't really been afraid of dying until recently when I now lost both my eyes but can still see. And I smell like sulfur, but I can summon hell. I took a bunch of those, a couple of dark gifts from the Barovia
right, right,
Amber Temple. Yeah, yeah, that was fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tobias in chat is saying we do one of our Patreon tiers is you can play in a game with Jim
Hmm.
or with Quigley. Um, and Tobias is saying he's had a death in that game already, and I
Ugh,
think that's only like 4 sessions in.
really?
So that's so off the bat he's already taken him out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Um, to
Doug.
answer Doug DeMarco, he said the spaceship set in Glendale. No, it was the spaceship set at Fonco Studios in Glassell Park.
Ah,
Um,
wow. Let me see here. Doug, where are you out of? Where's Doug from? Is he from Cali too? And in fact, our artist Matt is also in California. I think he's more in the San Diego area, though.
okay,
No, I think he's
I
in the
mean,
murder capital of the world. Isn't that Santa Clara, Matt? Yeah, this is murder capital of the world.
really,
Uh,
I would have thought Chicago.
yeah. So, yeah. So I'm coming down on the 17th. This will be fun. So I see that you do have guests on the show. How do you work that in? What do I expect when I come down there? Because I'm bringing all
Um,
these people with me. By the way, we're going to do a little bit of live there too and talk to everybody. But what do I
so
expect?
the way I understand it, Jim, we'll talk about character concepts or whatever, and then you have the option. You can create your guy, or Jim can create your guy for you.
Ooh, I want
And
Jim to
then
do it.
he is really good at weaving characters in and out. One of the drawbacks of Dragons and Things being a fully independent production is that we cannot lock down our cast because we
Hmm.
can't afford to lock them down.
Right.
We can't pay them the rate that they deserve. I'd love to pay everybody multiple hundreds of dollars a day, but we just can't do that. So when things come up like, oh, I had to take a job, or I'm out of town this week, when there's an open spot on the couch, we'll talk it over and see. We'll go through our list of previous guests,
Hmm.
like who fits the story wise. Like story goes first. It's like who fits to come in here.
Ah, cool,
Um,
cool.
so and then right now we have essentially three storylines going right now. We have our primary storyline, and then we have a character broke off of the group at the end of last season
Hmm.
storyline, and that's where I'm in. That's the Wizard
Ah,
Marcus, myself,
okay.
a couple other druids, and a barbarian. And then we have one of my favorite is the villain storyline, which is interesting because we're about 6 to 8 months in the past of current timeline, but we're doing things that are affecting current timeline. So it's an
Oh,
interesting
nice.
like crisscross, and the fact that Jim can just have three tandem storylines interweaving at any given time is
You
amazing to
just
me.
have no idea. Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I want him to do my character because I really like just taking a pre-done character and looking it over, creating the persona for it. And you guys do a good blend of role playing as well. I've noticed there's a lot of different styles of role playing, not just in person when I go to conventions and play or play Roll20. There's the narration style of playing where Black Francis does this, and then he goes over here, and then he says this, and he tells the guy this, and then there's a couple of you do more of the less narrative, where Black Francis says, "I don't like this, and I think I'll try and steal it," and then you get into character. How do you best play, and what has your experience been with that? With styles of playing like that?
Well, so the benefit of our group is most of them are actors, so they know how to do the character work,
Sure.
so they can get into the characters. I was a theater kid coming up, but then
Okay,
went
okay.
behind.
Let me stop you right there. Do you think being an actor makes you a better role player? And do you think that people that are new to role playing could kind of think about that when they are role playing? What is your thought?
I don't I don't think it makes you a better role player.
Okay.
I think it breaks down the inhibitions that you get at the table. Because I know a lot of the time when I'm in a new group, like even when I play at a convention,
Yeah.
I am hesitant to break out of that little tiny introvert circle and drop the voice or go full in based on maybe a fear of judgment or whatever.
Hmm.
And if there's one thing I'd like everyone to take away is that usually in a group of tabletop role play gamers, that there are no judgments on that aspect. In fact, the further in your character you go, the more it is enjoyable. Um, I
Hmm.
think being an actor gives you a tool set. Being a trained actor gives you a tool set to break down the character and get into the mindset more. But I don't think it's a hindrance if you've not acted at all.
with all the actors on the show, how do you and you know them personally? Do they play? Do they role play their characters differently, or do they pretty much play their characters as in their own kind of personality, just in a fantasy setting with the character class?
There's a little bit of both. Ben and Adam Kahn and Jamie Mills are
Hmm.
really good at getting into the character and being different characters. Diana Restrepo also is very good at that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Eric, a lot of times it's like this is Eric Raddick as Crag or playing Crag, but for him it's Eric Raddick is Crag. Like
Yeah, if you follow
that's
him on
who he is
Instagram,
first.
yeah,
Yeah.
you'll kind of get
Also,
that.
if you're not following him on Instagram, you are missing out.
Yeah, you
This
are.
man's got the best Instagram I've ever seen.
Jeez, I don't know
Um,
how he does them all. I don't know where. Yeah, it's just funny.
he
Even when
takes
we were at Gen
hours.
Con, I'm like, what the hell? He had like tons of photos from Gen Con. I'm like, where is this? Where do you go? How did you do that? I can't even take time to do a live video, really.
Uh,
So,
he takes hours with each Lego mini. He takes hours getting it just right.
really. Hmm.
I think Ashley Seal is a good mix between uh, playing a character and being that character.
Hmm.
She plays Lyra.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's just because she's very new to tabletop.
Oh, really?
Like
Yeah.
she's only ever played with us since stuff.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah,
it's interesting.
I think I met her. Was she at Gen Con last year too?
She was not.
Yeah, okay. I met somebody
Um,
else there then. Okay.
we had Jamie Mills who
Yeah.
plays Claret. We
Oh,
had
okay.
Diana Restrepo who plays Alex. We
Diana.
had Evil Jim Jam.
Yeah.
We had Mrs. Jim Jam who plays Laura in the villains campaign.
Ah,
Uh, myself was there. That's a weird sentence to say. Myself was there.
it is.
Uh,
I didn't.
ben
I don't think I met
Ben
you
Burke
there.
was there.
Did I meet you
Uh,
there?
I'm not sure. I think maybe when you came around our table, I was actually running.
Oh,
Um,
okay, yeah. I would have you a big barbarian shoulders and everything. You would have
yeah.
noticed, I guess.
Um, we had almost everyone there except for Ashley, I think, last
Nice,
year.
nice. Are
I,
you
I
going again
hope
this year?
we are. We have plans to go this year. We have plans. Some of us are getting up to PaizoCon here at the end of the month. Our
Oh.
plans to go to Gen Con this year.
Hmm.
And I'm not allowed to say if we're going to another place yet, but that announcement will be soon.
Oh, excellent. Well, one day you'll have to all make it to Omaha, and that way you can be a part of the Dungeon Crate Rally, RPG Rally.
Well,
N-
you
whole new
guys have a
concept.
solid Comic Con, right?
Well, we don't.
Like
No, we
I
don't
feel
put
like
on any
there's a
conventions.
no. I feel like there's some kind of Midwestern Comic Con that
Oh
is
yeah,
very large.
yeah. We have Planet Comic Con in Kansas City. There is O Comic Con in Omaha, and it's actually in Council Bluffs instead of Omaha. It's across the river. No, I'm thinking about putting on a different kind of thing, like a scooter rally only with RPGs, like a completely different thing than a con. So
All right,
I'll
all
find
right.
some way to do that, or you guys can just come for my birthday. I'll fly a couple of you guys can just come down for Duran's Day. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out to California again. I grew up in Santa Maria, California. Matt said he lives in Santa Cruz. That's where the murder capital
Okay,
of the world was.
that
for
makes more
Gospels.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
I guess he may have called it Santa Clara. I don't fucking know. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to coming out and getting back to California. I'll be driving back up to Santa Maria to say hi to the fam up there. But yeah, we're going to also be at Gen Con. Last year I went to Gen Con, got to meet everybody at the table, went up to the Pathfinder, giant Pathfinder room that they had up there.
Yeah.
So much. Holy crap, that was awesome.
Oh,
Uh,
and they were just like, here, have this table, dead center.
right.
And I never want to do a convention without that base again.
I know,
That was
right?
so awesome.
That was so yeah, and it was easy to find. Just boop right down there. Any entrance that you came, all you had to do was go to the middle of the room.
And that was we were only 6 months into the show at that point.
Yeah, it's fairly new.
Now we're actually Paizo partners. So
Ooh.
now people might know who we are.
Yes, I want lots of people to know who you are, because then they'll know who we are too.
Well, that's we all want that.
Yeah.
We all want that.
Oh, let's see what's going on here. It is wow. It's a quarter two. We should give away a prize, man. We should give away a prize. Oh, let's see here. First off, the winners for last week, we're going to announce right here. If you look over this way, you're going to see the winner's box. I'm going to reveal that there. You guys know what I need from you right now. There we go. I got one. one drum. I need a drum roll, everybody. Everybody give me a drum roll of little little hearts, little thumbs, little hearts, little thumbs. Pa, 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 pa. This is for the set of Abraxas dice. So this winter, and next week, for this next winter, I've got a, right here, check it out. And I'm also bringing a bunch of stuff for Dragons and things for your viewers. We're going to give away prizes as much as I can give away. Got a dice dungeon with an included dice in here. Now, he hasn't been bad, so there's really no reason for him to be in the dice dungeon yet. But you get a dice dungeon and then lots of other random stuff. I think I might even throw up a couple of things that are prototypes you might see. Oh, what was that? Oh my gosh, what was that? Oh, geez, what was that? Anyways, you'll have to rewind and pause if you want to see what those are, but those are probably going to go in that box too. Let's reveal our winner. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let's see how long it takes Wayne to figure out how to turn off the screen. Logo winner. There we go. Nope. Boom. Robert D. McGill.
Woo!
Robert McGill, you have won. In a world where there's just one winner every single week. All right. Let's see here. Who else is on today? Robin. Robin just made it. Robin, good to see you. Michelle, everybody's been on here. Wow, you guys, thanks for commenting. You guys are great. So Tobias. So who is this Tobias? He seems like he is a fan of your show.
Tobias is one of our super fans, all the way from Germany.
What?
We have fans around the world.
What the hell time is it in Germany, Tobias? Is it like late or early or?
I'm gonna guess it's midday or early evening, maybe.
I have no sense of time and space, so.
Well, because he wakes up at like 2 a.m. there to watch our show.
You're kidding,
or
really?
Something. Yeah.
What? Holy, wow, that's awesome.
And he'll sometimes get tired of me, like, I gotta go, but here's 65 buffs for Crag, and then he'll disappear.
And just go clink clink clink. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we're kind of thinking too. You know, with the DC Live stuff, where you do it through Facebook, we tried to do it through. I guess you can't do it Twitch and Facebook at the same time. They don't like that.
You can until you become an affiliate. Then you're not allowed anymore.
Ah, balls. Screw it.
Yeah.
Stupid aliens running all that.
Twitch has some rules.
Yeah, they do. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing a separate Twitch feed, like on a different day. Like maybe we do a beginning of the week and an end of the week, or just the next day for Twitch stuff. Because I'd really like to get on it. It's a great platform. We don't utilize it as much as we can. We kind of just got set up and everything with our Roll20 and all. Try to stream those coming up in the summer here. So yes,
it's a really good place to build community. I like it actually better than the Facebook, because I feel like anyone there has to take an extra step to find it, so they're vested a little more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. Yeah. And we don't take you can't do anything like when we do the Roll20, we're doing the gaming like you. It's always nice to be able to donate to the show. I don't expect people to donate. I don't want people to donate to this show, but when we do our live streaming through Twitch, then yeah, I'd love to get the community involved in that, because whenever there's a chance for kind of a win-win, like we're gonna have people running Roll20 different DMs. So Floyd will run one. Kevin will run one. I want to really give those guys all the donations. So you'll get all the donations. And I want them to get the donations for that. But I'm also looking at like just being able to interact with those people that are really enjoying what's happening on our, with our adventures and in Halcyon and all that great stuff. So Tobias says, let me see here. He says, I work quite well when I work during the night. And he has to pull an all-nighter if he wants to watch your show.
He used to be I think he used to be a night shift, and then he transferred. But we got him. We got our hooks in him, and he still shows up.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, wow. All right, well, he's going to have to say hello once in a while here. Let me see here. Joseph. Hey, Joe on the go. Oh, yeah. Yep, Joe on the go is in Arizona. He's actually part of our D&D group and part of this staff as well, as far as right here on live. Let's see here, who else? All right, so what new is coming up with Dragons and Things? We have, like I said, we have our last. I believe June will be the last of the trilogy from June. Evil Jim, I should say. And then we've got, you're going to find some Dragons and Things stuff in your crates. I'll let you know all about the show. We've got a postcard in there.
Uh,
I'll give you all those
uh,
updates.
things, Wing. We don't say stuff around here.
Oh, yes. Find lots of things from the Dragons and Things show. I see how. Yeah, yes, I get it. I get it. It's so you guys change it. It's so hard to tell.
It is, and we still call a regular cast on it.
Really? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
One of the benefits of being one of the producers on the show is even though I'm off screen, I can have a microphone and interject to things.
Oh, really?
So
I have these like little snowballs I should bring, and you can just throw them off camera at the character. They're indoor snowballs. They're amazing. And Drago made it again. Woohoo! Hannah. All right, Hannah's gonna. Thanks for watching, Hannah. Good to see you as well again on here. Wow, we had a lot of good comments on this. So once again, I'll let you guys know too that even if you're not watching this live, you can go ahead and feel free to leave some comments on here, and somebody will get a chance to win. And how we do that is I just take the length of the show, we roll a percentile dice roll, and whoever's closest to that gets the prize. So it really doesn't matter when throughout the show that you comment, as long as you comment when on the right dice roll. But yes, next week you will be winning a an acrylic dice dungeon, which is going to be up on our new online store. We are actually really close to launching the Lords of Adventure online RPG store. It's going to have a bunch of Dungeon Crate stuff in it. We've got some exclusive items that you won't see anywhere else. We've got some handmade makers that we're partnering with. We've got all sorts of stuff. It's going to be awesome and have everything for you guys as well. So, looking forward to launching that and putting that in your face so you guys can check out all the cool stuff. I've just got in a few things, handmade stuff again from Jexus. Christina's got stuff up there too from Lady Lilith, necklaces, jewelry, pendants, that kind of thing that aren't going to be able to be in the crate because they're handmade, but and just unique. But yeah, you'll be able to find all that right there. I'll have some stuff up there from Worlds of Wanecraft. You can check that out as well. Speaking of, do you do any crafting, painting, anything like that on your stuff?
I personally, I 3D print things.
Ooh, 3D printer.
So like the reason behind getting my multiple 3D printers was to print my own minis and terrain. So that's my crafting. I'm getting into the painting. I'm a little more airbrushy than paints yet, but I'm working my way up there. Nice. I know Jim Jam paints. I know Quigley and Mrs. Quigley paint. I'm not sure about the others.
Yeah, I've got to find a way to get all of our minis painted that we've put in the crate so we can actually use them. It's like I give them all away and we don't have any painted, and I'm like, oh, we need some photos. We have nothing. Sad.
Well, it's such a talent. Like painting minis is such a talent.
Oh,
like
God.
to get the textures and the detail just right is really hard to do.
Yeah, I don't even use spray on my minis, and now it's just what's harder is when you get older, because that's when it gets really hard.
Cause you start get the shakes and stuff.
Yeah, you do that. You've got 2 pairs of glasses on. I try. Here's my solution is to do this. Oh, first off, you have to wear the regular readers, right? And then if you want to, if you really need some fine detail, here's what I suggest: a second set of readers. Now you can see through time and space, and make sure that your eyeball irises are properly dotted. Yes.
It works.
I can't see a thing now. All right. Anyways, so yeah, and if you haven't yet, you guys sign up on or just join our Adventurers Guild page, Dungeon Crate Adventurers Guild. It's up there. It started out as a trading post actually, so people can trade their DC stuff, and worked out there. Everybody really liked it enough, and they started posting adventure synopsises, pictures of their painted minis, all sorts of things. And so now it is an awesome community of people that. Yeah, if you've painted your Dungeon Crate, in fact they have, there's a lot of great photos up there of some painted Dungeon Crate models from Reaper that we put in there. So I can't wait to get down there to LA and see you guys and meet everyone again, meet all these people that I haven't met, and and hopefully not die.
Well, I know we're excited to have you. I know we're excited to have you, but I can't guarantee you won't die. Sometimes our parties make what's known as poor decisions.
Really?
So
That never happens.
so we'll see what happens.
Oh boy.
I'm sure Jim Jam's got something planned.
Yes. Oh, well, hey, you know what? Thanks a lot for joining me on the show today, Jared. It's been a pleasure, and I am open to do this anytime you want. I always like
Hey,
having
thanks for
guests on the
having
show,
me.
And at
It's
some
been
point, we'll do a video thing, but we'll have plenty of video when we come down to LA in the middle of May.
Oh, for sure.
You
And
know.
thanks for having me. It's been a blast.
Yeah, I can't wait. All right, guys. I think that's gonna be it. Congratulations again to Robert D. McGill, and also this show is produced by myself and Dungeon Crate, Lords of Adventure War Games. Go to dungeoncrate.com. You've only got 3 more days. 3 more days to get in on the May crate. Please share this with everybody. Let them know there's only 3 more days. You're gonna want this one. You're gonna want it. You're gonna want it. And also, don't forget, for those local, we are going to be represented down at the Renaissance Festival in Nebraska. We're going to have that going on. Jexa, you'll see on our show, on our Facebook page. She'll be posting that through Instagram, through all the socials and whatnot. But yeah, man, go down there, check out the Renaissance Fair. You might even catch me down there. I think I'm going to go down. It's not super warm out here yet, so I will get dressed and walk around at the Ren Fair. So that'll be fun to do. What else do we got? Any other news happening? Let me think. No, and no, and no, 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 no. Nope, that's it. All right, guys. Visit me next week, potentially on Wednesday, which is supposed to be, but you never know if it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday or 11 o'clock or 11:07. That's just, I like to keep people on their toes. So yes, join us again for Dungeon Crate Live most Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Share this, like it, and take care of yourselves, guys. Make every day a critical hit. Thanks again, Jared.
No worries. I loved it.
All right, here we go.